Let's go talk to Grunt. Probably has a special mission for us to. Spit it out.
Chambers said you're tearing up the place. Something wrong?
Something is wrong, Shepard. I feel wrong. Tense. I just want to kill something. With my hands. More so than usual. Like it's not my choice. Like I just want to... I don't know. See? Why do that? What's wrong?
Okeer didn't imprint anything to help you figure this out?
I see pictures of old battles. Voices of warlords. But this is a blood haze in my head. I want control. When we're moving, fighting, I focus. But here my blood screams, my plates itch, and even you are just noise. I'm tank-born. What is this?
Don't know if I can help, Grunt. Sounds like we need one of your kind to look into this.
Most off-world Krogan are warriors. Doctors don't leave the homeworld to Junka. I won't ask you to go there. I will control this.
Joker can get us to the Krogan homeworld. I need everyone at their best.
Thank you, Shepard. I don't like this. Fury is my choice, not a sickness.
Okay. Good to see that pretty much everything here seems to be concentrated in a very limited area. Allows us to quickly do this.
No messages for you, Commander.
Yeah. So, what do we need to do? Is it puberty or what? Who to send with us? Maybe... Jack could be a source of a lot of trouble. Fortification. Yeah, this would be great for its survival. Okay, let's just get on with things. We do want to choose maybe some of the weapons. I have no idea which one is better. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Paris, I picked for because might have a reaction to Rex.
Unerdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. Also, I have been unable to access local medical records. I suggest asking the local clan leader for assistance with Grunt's problem.
Shepard, what can I do for you, my friend?
I have a Krogan on my crew. He has some kind of sickness and needs treatment.
Where are you from, whelp? Was your clan destroyed before you could learn what is expected of you? I have no clan. I was tank bred by Warlord Okir. My line distilled from Kredok, Moro, Shiagar.
You recite warlords, but you are the offspring of a syringe.
I am pure Krogan. You should be in awe. Okir's a very old name. A very hated name. He is dead. Of course. You're with Shepard. How could he be alive?
Does that name mean anything to you, Rex?
A vicious warlord responsible for many deaths, who apparently toyed with genetics. A clone undertaking the right.
You are considering it? Tank-bred allowed status as an adult? This is too far.
There's nothing wrong with him. He's becoming a full adult.
Adolescence? Can't we just take him to Omega and buy him a few dances?
I don't care what aliens call it. Krogan undergo the rite of passage.
Too far, Rex. Your clan may rule, but this thing is not Krogan.
Idiot. So, Grunt, do you wish to stand with Urdnot?
What does the rite of passage require?
Not for me to say, Shepard. The shaman will discuss that.
You'll let a tank-bred Krogan join Clan Urdnot?
Only because he's with you. After all, you and I killed thousands like him. Not quite as big, but many. Clan Urdnot is strong, and the others will do as I say. They see the benefit of my vision.
What happens if he doesn't do this rite of passage?
If he was left here, he would be killed. The clanless are not respected. A tank bred, probably more so. His disposition is what it is, right or no. That's just him being a Krogan. Okir didn't tell you that in the tank. Did he, boy?
This is his choice.
It is in my blood. It is what I am for. Good boy. Speak with the shaman. He's over on the second level. Give him a good show and he'll set you on the path. You too, Shepard. How many times have you stepped in a mess for your crew, hmm?
I need to go. We'll go over this another time.
Hunt well, Shepard.
The Citadel has these huge arms, and millions of people live there. Why do you care so much? You gonna leave Tachanka? You don't
No,
have a place
shaman's
to
here.
try.
Yeah, this is gonna lead to trouble, but I think it's nothing new.
One wrong step, Shepard.
You go beyond yourself, Gatatog Uvank. The rights of Urdnot are dominant. How do we know it will challenge him? He's unnatural. The beasts of the right could ignore him like a lump of plastic. They know blood no matter the womb. Your barking does not help your case.
I'll speak for myself.
This is the tank bread. It is very lifelike. Smells correct as well. Your protests ring hollow, Uvank.
I don't care what this idiot says. Grunt has the right to be here.
There's some fire, and from an alien. Oh, the shame this heaps on those who whine like pups. If this must stand on ritual, then I invoke a denial. My Krant stands against him. He has no one. My patience is tested, but Uvank invokes correctly. Grunt, who is your Krant? Your allies willing to kill and die on your behalf?
How is a candidate tested if he brings backup on his rite of passage?
Not every Krogan can be the strongest warrior, but each must inspire his peers to battle at his side. If the ones who know you best can find nothing worthy in you, you should wander the wastes and die alone before you weaken my clan.
We stand with Grunt, as shipmates and comrades.
Shipmates are not the same thing. But I grant you aliens your simple interpretation. Aliens don't know strength. My followers are true Krogan. Everything about Grunt is a lie. You dare. I like this human. He understands. I withdraw my denial. This will be decided elsewhere. You have provoked them. Reason enough for me to like you. They're your problem now.
Okay. Considering their nature, I thought a bit more aggressive stance would have been the right way to deal with the issue.
Do we need any special equipment?
To begin the rite, only the candidate and his Grant are required. You love battle, don't you, Shepard? The last gasp of a dying opponent. Bring your love of the fight to Grunt's trial, and he will succeed.
Is that Krogan gonna be a problem?
He is forbidden to interfere, will he? During the rite of passage, you must be ready for anything, Shepard. From what you've shown me, you will not disappoint.
We've waited long enough. Tell us how this works.
Still your impatience, Shepard. For now, know that Grunt will be tested, and that you must adapt.
We're ready. Let's do this.
Excellent.
Yeah. Just get on with things.
This is Tachanka's most recent scar. The last surface city to fall in the rebellions. The Keystone was at the heart. It has survived wars and the passage of centuries. It endures. Like the Krogan. If you wish to join Clan Urdnot, you must contemplate the Keystone and its trials. What will happen? Who knows? You must adapt. You must thrive no matter the situation. Any true Krogan will. Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the Keystone.
I need to just steal some loot.
Let's get started, Shepard. Hit the Keystone.
What you? Okay.
Let's get...
Seems like good weapon choices.
First the Krogan conquered Tachanka, and mastered a natural world only we are fit to hold. Here they come. I'm ready.
Yeah, bad time to do by hacking, I
I'll
guess.
put them down.
Scratch one! Scratch one!
Can't get a lock.
Weak. There. These beasts will know I'm worthy.
Shadow.
Yes!
I see them. They'll all die.
One less to worry about.
Yeah.
One more.
Got it. When do the other Krogans interfere?
Here they come. I'm ready.
I think we're gonna save it. Good weapon.
Now! Get up, wait! One more.
One less to worry about.
One more. There. These beasts will know I'm worthy.
Oh shit.
Worthless.
Okay, that was the first stage, I assume. Warm up. Definitely nothing to worry about there.
Ready for another round, Shepard. Tag the keystone.
Then the Krogan were lifted to the stars to destroy the fears of a galaxy. An enemy only we could chase to their lair.
Crawlers, come to your death.
Holy shit. What is that?
Stay down.
One more.
That gigantic piece of shit. Okay, why is this still continuing? We have to fight against the big monster too. Not like I'm objecting to the fact, but it doesn't seem to be here. We're full on power cells. that it? Can't push the button. What exactly are we waiting for? Nothing's happening. I don't want to save because it might be if there's some kind of problem. Might be get stuck with it. I'm not seeing anything happening. Okay, nothing's happening. Clearly this is supposed to be some kind of epic battle, but what exactly am I supposed to do? Battle music, but nothing actually is happening. So... Can't activate the goddamn ski stone. Nothing's just... So we're basically stuck. Let's go to autosave it probably at the start of this stage. Oh. Is this
And the Krogan were lifted to the stars to destroy the fears of a galaxy.
permanent problem or
Enemy only
temporary
we
bug
chased
once in
their
a...
lair.
Crawlers, come to your death.
We've been spotted.
Lixen.
Another wave to crush into dust.
Don't go close.
Krogan!
Make it for you. Probably should switch around weaponry a little bit.
I'll put them down. Come to your death.
Yana kyllä adia filmilla these bastards.
Taking heavy fire!
Running, you dumbass.
Impact shot. Should have run. Now you'll fry.
Yep.
Another way to crush into dust. From behind. Wait.
Scratch one!
We need to trigger the keystone.
There's a lot of ammunition. So,
The keystone. We must have to trigger it again for the next part of the rite.
yeah, no shit. I want to do the extra things like hacking and all that stuff now, looting, get that out of the way. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
Ready for another round, Shepard. Tag the keystone. We need to trigger the keystone to continue the rite.
No shit.
The keystone. We must have to trigger it again for the next part of the rite.
Okay, keystones, keystone, keystone, keystone.
Ready for another...
Now, all Krogan bear the genophage. Our reward, our curse. It is a fight where the only goal is survival.
This
Feel
time.
that? Everything is shaking. I am ready.
My body's ready. Ooh, what is that? Multiple ones. What is that?
They've seen us.
Shit. Measure mods.
Finally, an enemy worth fighting.
Yeah. It's certainly tough. Can't survive. Holy shit. Okay. It uses an area of effect attack, so just being a little bit behind cover is not going to be protecting you.
Now, all Krogan bear the genophage. Our reward, our curse. It is a fight where the only goal is survival.
Okay. The audio suddenly just cut from me.
They've seen us.
For 5 minutes.
Finally, an enemy worth fighting.
Where's it going? Health recovery isn't simple. It seems like I didn't even recover health. Does it work differently against this opponent? I don't know. I think there might be a difference between surviving it and
Now, all
actually
Krogan bear the genophage.
taking down the
Our
armor.
reward, our curse. It is a fight where the only goal is survival.
Audio cuts off again. It's on again. Not sure how why.
They've seen us.
I mean, that's good against armor. It has to be this.
Finally, an enemy worth fighting.
Crap. Run, you
Shield
fool!
down.
Yeah, I know. I can't run anymore. Okay, I'm not regenerating. Not in this fight. So sad. It just takes a long time.
This is a test.
Please recover.
Finally, an enemy worth fighting.
Let's use the specialty weapon and it's all gone.
They threw my shield.
Yeah, I'm dead, I know.
More! We have company. Good. I want more.
Ventu brought down the Thresher Maw. No one has done that in generations. Urdnot Rex was the last.
My cred gave me strength beyond my genes, which are damn good.
This will cause discussion. I wonder... You say you are pure, no alien meddling in your construction, just the Warlord of Kier.
The best Krogan traits are distilled into Grunt. He's designed to be perfect.
Being designed is the problem, but not made by aliens. And he is truly powerful. That is a tolerable loophole.
A what?
A reason to accept you. You are a mistake, but your potential could tip the current balance of the clans.
You spit on my father's name, on Shepard's name, but now you stop ranting because I'm strong.
With restrictions. You could not breed, of course, or serve on an alien ship. But you'd be clan in name.
You talk like he's a thing. You're after his power. You don't really want him in your clan.
Of course not. I didn't really want to cooperate with Clan Urdnot either, but I had to. Clan Gatatog is on the verge, either of greatness or of joining the dust. I get traditional support if I fight you, and reformer support if I back you. Your rite of passage tipped that balance too.
It's your choice, Grunt. Sounds like an easy job.
That's the problem. I'm pure Krogan. Uvik, you were the pretender.
Your head is valuable, whether you're alive or dead.
Just try to take it.
Time to die!
Move! Getting up close! Pistol's not gonna cut it! You back shot! Ready to die?
We were asked to have shotguns, which means they're not gonna do shit.
Right on your ass!
Krogan incoming! Lost shield.
There's still quite a few of them left. Don't have that much ammunition.
Firing a high-impact shot! Get ready for close combat!
Enemy charging!
Enemy charging!
Shit. I need to do something else.
As for me, fire! On the ground, now!
I think I basically ran out of ammunition for that one of a weapon at least, and no one exactly isn't going to give much fire support, so it's going to be us relying on ourselves again. I suppose you're supposed to command your teammates constantly. Frankly, I don't want to think of doing that.
Time to die!
Felt that one!
Enemy charging!
Get ready for close combat!
Time to die!
Incoming! Firing a high-impact shot! They're moving in close!
Nothing can stop us! I'll put them down!
Put it down then. Just talk about it.
Firing a high-impact shot! Enemy charging!
Watch it! Burn and die! Stop firing at me, idiot!
No. Why are you...
Enemy charging!
Back shot! Uvink is meat. Let's signal at the Keystone to get out of here and leave him to rot.
Shotguns are only effective at short range. No.
You have passed the rite of passage, earning the honor of clan and name. Many survive, but it has been years since a Thresher Maw fell. Your names shall live in glory. Grunt, you are Urdnot. We now own property. Join the army and apply to serve under a battle master. Shepard is my battle master. He has no match. Understood. Congratulations, Urdnot Grunt. Accept this token from Fortak. His weapons are the finest we have.
What were you called before you became shaman?
I gave up my name when I became the shaman. I am a conduit for the rage and bloodlust of my people. It would be wrong to retain my old identity. My life belongs to the clan.
Tell me about Krogan rites and ceremonies.
You have seen the rite of passage. Krogan suffer the rite of life at birth, and the rite of honor when they wish to be considered for breeding. The rite of firsts is suffered before a Krogan faces a new enemy. A clan leader also undergoes many rites in service to the clan.
What rites did you go through to become Chief Shaman?
Becoming the shaman is excruciating. I passed through rites that made me wish to die. I carry the scars on my soul. I must perform rites each dawn and dusk to keep me bound into our Krogan nature. Our spirit is one of violence and death. I must be attuned to that. Your job is awful. Indeed.
I want to know about Tuchanka's past.
Tuchanka is a place of great gifts. It kills the weak, torments the slow, and destroys the stupid. Survival is an honor, and here, Krogan thrive. We cover this planet with our civilization, only to burn it to the ground a dozen times over. Each time, we grow stronger. When we are wise and powerful enough, we will tame the planet forever.
I've never heard anyone say that wiping out their own civilization was a good thing.
I'd have thought you, of all aliens, would understand, Shepard. The Krogan empires and clans of the past were glorious, built in great battles and conquests, but their cores were weak. How else could they have fallen? When Krogan civilization achieves its apex, there will be no stopping it. No stopping us.
Yeah. It reminds me of the... Oh, for God's sakes. Star Control 2. I don't recall what the race was called, but they had cultures, and each one wiped out the previous one. And I thought they were basically backwards people. As they thought their constant wiping out of their previous cultures was always leading progress towards perfection. Tradash.
I should go.
May your foes be strong enough to keep you sharp.
This should come in handy.
What are the other people there for? There's still a couple of guys there that we don't get anything out of.
A human killed the Thresher Maw on foot.
I may be young, but I relay the wishes of the females. That's important.
Don't crowd the ambassador. You again. What can Clan Knockmore do for you?
I should go.
I'm sure you are needed elsewhere.
Definitely more things happening here at some point.
You don't have the plates. You hear that the tank bred and the human killed the Thresher Maw? Everybody's heard.
Let's see if there's anything new here.
You just can't help making trouble. No one has killed a Maw since my turn in the right. Next you'll tell me he's a Quint and crap's dark matter. Guess that's what it takes to replace me. You are Erdnot Grunt. Welcome.
I need to go. We'll go over this another time.
Hunt well, Shepard.
We do need to visit the shopkeeper again. Though the upgrades are really expensive.
You killed that Thresher Maw on foot? Did you... As I understand it, Clan Erdnot has a new member. So, you're our new warrior. The shaman gave you the customary upgrades, I assume. He's fast to pass off my work as his reward. Use them well. The Lord High Researcher for Clan Erdnot has no time to make replacements. But perhaps I can offer a discount.
Enjoy your research.
Yes,
Of course you're offering the goddamn discount now. It's not a massive discount still, but it's definitely significant. Could have used that earlier. We can't afford everything, so I'll take the biotic damage. Thank you very much.
I'll take it.
Need about 10,000 more to get the assault rifle damage.
Don't touch anything.
We have quite a few people using the biotic, but including myself, so I warranted it to be important enough.
What do you need?
Talk to you later.
Step back. My Baron is hungry.
Yeah, good for your Baron. I think we can go. Anyway, another mission successfully completed.
Clan Erdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. In addition, killing the Thresher Maw has produced several breeding...
And the Solarians, too. Those little bastards think they're so smart. Needed us to fight the rat guy, though, didn't they? Couldn't
Breeding requests. The recruiter.
I have work for you if you want it, Erdnot Grunt. Just set the human aside. Go to the clan leader. Erdnot Grunt, you can go where you want.
We need to talk to him, see about the aftermath.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Team status. This must be, yeah. Loyalty up. I think I like the red-black armor on him better. I'd like to sort of differentiate them a little bit. I love this. Cerberus guys can all look pretty much the same, but with the others I'd like to have more variation. Unread messages. Back from female camp. You're human. The clan leader told me how to get in touch with you. I don't remember much of what happened, but the chief scout said you pulled my quad out of the fire when I got caught and poisoned over at the Verloc camp. Thanks. Next time I have a chance to kill a human, I won't. Unless I go in the blood rage or something. I got to go to the female camp after I recovered, and it was pretty good. I was actually thinking of joining the blood pack before this happened. I think I'm going to stay here instead. So all he needed was a pep talk. I think cooldown reduction. Yep, tickets. Lot of upgrades we can afford. But this is shotgun damage just needs resources. Yeah, shotgun shield piercing needs resources. So 50% damage increase against shields and biotic barriers. Improve shotguns, heavy shotguns, assault shotguns for your entire squad. So if we want to use shotguns, and we probably do, we need a huge amount of platinum. 15,000. Need about 17,000, 18,000 more. So research certainly carries its reward at this point. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go researching. We'll talk to Grunt though. Just seeing how he feels about things. Probably will go actually doing some scanning. Not exactly glorious thing to do, but if we want those upgrades, and we probably do because I'm not sure how important they are, but we want to be in top condition as soon as we can be, especially before we go into the Omega.
Not Grunt. I like it. I have a clan. That makes me... It makes me want to fight, not just able to. And Uvink, I wanted to disembowel him, to tear out his spine like a trophy.
Can you focus that on our real enemy? Or do I have to lock you up for the ship's safety?
I get it now. It's part of what I am. It was just delayed because of being tank-bred. Now that I know it's not an outside thing, and I have a place as a Krogan, I like it. Our enemies are in trouble, Shepard, and we better not run out of targets.
There's no danger of that. They're practically lining up.
Everyone gets a turn. Ha! Wouldn't want it any other way.
Everyone gets a turn indeed. Okay, I'm not going to do any kind of a proper mission now. I'm just going to spend the rest of this, probably this video, just...
Commander, I think you'll want to talk to Garrus.
What the hell happened there? Can I reproduce it? No, we don't want to talk to Garrus. We do need more extra resources, and I want to the Garrus. Basically, I'm going to start the next video. Will start by us talking to Garrus. This is just going to be a resource collecting from now on. So, if you don't intend to watch very boring resource gathering, I suggest you skip to the next one immediately. At least in the Mass Effect one, there was a chance you could find something else. I mean, there was always something of interest on the planet. And it's a just loot.
Probe launched.
And not exactly. I don't want to pretend it was some kind of superior content.
Launching
But
probe.
at least there was something. Here it doesn't appear that we can do. We can't really find anything but heroes. I still think this shouldn't be in this game.
Probe away.
It's not that this is the shittiest thing ever, and it should never be in any game. I just don't think this game should contain these.
Probe away.
It's not about doing your own thing or construction thing, being an industrialist or something like that. This is about this is more like Star Wars, yeah, sort of
Probe away.
space adventure where you don't get hung up on technical details too much. Spaceships can go wherever. It's about the adventure mainly.
Probe away.
This it does not really contribute anything. This is time sink, and I'm pretty sure I don't like the fact that it's tied to the story. In a way, it gives it more importance. The problem being, it's a totally diversionary thing, and that's how it should have remained. Alternatively, and I think the best choice would have been that if it had never existed here. Resource gathering, building up your forces, making preparations, that is a good thing. Doing it this way is not.
Probe away.
This is a role-playing game, an adventure. You should have focused on something like that.
Probe launched.
Gaining access to resources should have been maybe 2 favors for a faction or something like that. That sort of thing. Allow you to play more that type of content. That's what you probably, I would assume, let's say, high percentage pulled out of my ass will prefer to play this game because of the missions, the interactions, that sort of thing. They don't play this game to play this goddamn scanning game. Probably most of them would prefer if it didn't exist in the first place. That's what I'm saying.
Launching probe.
Just tying it to the main plot line, giving it importance, doesn't make it good. You just tie it to the important stuff. And I'm not sure that's a positive thing, because now it's not an optional thing anymore. If you want to really
Probe away.
do good here, you're forced to do this.
Probe away.
Not the first, and not going to be the last game that does something like this. But
Probe away.
I feel it's a more problem here than in a lot of other games because of what type of a game this is.
Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Not sure what kind of resource management would be good. Maybe some kind of secondary objectives in certain missions. I mean, if you take the approach that someone else actually does the resource gathering, you're sort of in the diplomacy management business. So making deals, maybe you could secure more favors or getting allies from people that do mining. I mean, the probe isn't actually going to get the minerals now, is it? There has to be some kind of mining operation there, otherwise it's worthless. So why not actually have some mining operation in the game, and you are sort of trying to do ally with them to get what the necessary resources. We're only halfway done with this system. There's something here. Very well hidden. New rack. Very small. Very rich.
Probe launched. Probe away. Launching probe.
Not quite sure why the probes have a price in the first
Probe
place.
launched.
It's not like it's a crippling price or you have to make any kind of choices really. I guess the point might be
Launching
to
probe.
prevent you from spamming them like in the hundreds, but at the 30 probe limit already sort of does that. You don't want to go back and forth in the resupply station, so I'm not sure if the adding a cost to the probes and fuel really achieves anything. It's not like you can choose to not pay the fuel or something. You're just gonna have to pay it, and it's
Launching probe.
it introduces a pretty pointless busy work into the game again.
Probe away.
Again, you can always sort of dismiss sort of that sort of criticism by saying it's a very minor thing.
Probe launched.
My approach isn't that it is whether it's a minor thing or a grand thing, it's totally irrelevant as far as the point is concerned. The point is, what's the design goal behind it? Does it actually serve the game in any way? What's the good that comes from it? A very minor busy work that contributes nothing important to the actual gameplay experience, or I mean a good gameplay, not just that it's there doing something. As far as I'm concerned, it's just a waste of resources. Okay, how do I get out of here? More importantly, it's detrimental to the overall experience usually. Example might be my Mass Effect 1. A lot of I would say improvement over Mass Effect 1 in 2 is actually just getting rid of some of the unnecessary annoyances. As for the game itself, I haven't noticed massive improvements. What we have is more of a someone went through minor complaint lists about gameplay and changed it. Quick travel improved. That kind of convenience things improved. Getting rid of the vehicle sections because they didn't contribute much. Having a much more tighter experience in that sense. But what I haven't noticed is any kind of massive improvement otherwise yet. Because the loyalty might lead to something, so could the upgrade system. But the upgrade system I see is just another way to do the horrible item system. Because it was horrible and they just wanted to make sure that you, I guess, get enough upgrades to have sort of a progression in the game. And this the upgrade system achieves the same thing without having to force you to do constant inventory management. So I would consider it a better system. But it's also an example of a system that when you look at a game mechanic, you ask, what's the purpose of this mechanic? What is it really for? And if there's inconvenience or negatives to how it's been implemented, you ask, okay, can we do the same thing, achieve the same goals, but get rid of the negatives, or at least mitigate them? And I think a lot of that sort of thinking is what's led to Mass Effect 2 over 1.
Probe away.
The initial design has probably been very similar, but in one, there has been a failure of actually implementing that kind of thought. What they basically come from, I think the inventory system especially, was they wanted to do something that they're doing in Mass Effect 2. As far as basically have as little inventory management as possible while having sort of a interesting progression in there. So you do have choices in that sense. But they were tied by tradition, and by that I think it means you have to have inventories or sort of slots that you have to pick loot. You have to have those slots where you choose where you put your upgrades and so forth. There's a benefit to doing things that way. You have, at least in theory, you have interesting choices and drawbacks. So it's not all negative, but I think the benefit of that wasn't good enough. Here you can still choose your weapon from a class. The choice, at least to some extent, is still there, but probably Mass Effect 1 has a more impactful choice. But it also has a lot more pain in the ass system.
Launching probe.
So while I don't think this is some kind of universal best possible system to have in our role-playing game, I think it's good or better for Mass Effect system, because it's a very story and the cinematic experience focused role-playing experience. Fairly piss poor as far as role-playing actually is concerned, because your character doesn't make all that big of a difference. You have your couple of option lines and they're all the same for everyone. Your specialization options are pretty poor and they don't seem to make any kind of difference in your choices anyway.
Launching probe.
So if that's not your strong point, trying to focus too heavily on all kinds of options like that, it's just a waste of your it waters down the experience, I think. And that's exactly that's the worst possible enemy of the cinematic experience. When it starts losing momentum and gets into this pointless busy work area, then this game is terrible. Mass Effect 1 was probably worse, I still think, but I don't think this is a good one either. It's just less terrible, and I guess that's an improvement of a sorts. So this doesn't really feel like a new game, it's a refined version of what we had before, and that's not a bad thing. Okay, shotguns should be quite a bit better now. More damage, more shield piercing. And I don't think we... Well, we could always go out for after more resources. We certainly are going to need to do it at some point. Actually, we need to do it now. Shit. Yeah, extra rounds. And shotguns desperately need extra rounds. I think, what do they have? Something like 20. Well, when you have full ammunition. But it requires 25,000 platinum. And that's a pain. It's not like we're using them all that much, but the reason we're not using them all that much is because they sort of suck,
Commander,
they don't have
I think you'll
ammunition.
want to talk to Garrus.
Yeah, I think I want to talk to Garrus too. I still need the resources. Neat. I don't really get the fuel. I mean, what good does it bring to the game? I'm surprised it's there. I'm surprised. I would be, let's say, put it this way, I would be surprised if it was in Mass Effect 3. I see it as solely pointless. Probes, pretty much. The probe limit is has some value. But again, if I had my way, there would be no probing in Mass Effect 3. You have to make some kind of a prepare for the battles. Make it based on the interaction and the cinematic role-playing experience. That's your strength. Use that. You're not good at the other parts.
Probe launched.
You don't have to do that inventory management or item gathering in any specific way, but it has to work for your game. It has to support it. It has to be interesting. I don't think this is particularly interesting either. The biggest weakness of this is that there's no choices. The upgrades just depend on your amount of this busy work you can stomach. You don't have to make choices about what you want or something like that, like in the how you build your character. It's a tiered system mostly, so only direct improvements. But at the 4th level of any ability, you have to make a choice. You get one or the other, and I wish that's usually. That's one of the reasons I don't feel this is a particularly great role-playing game, because those character development choices don't really exist here. They're very weak. They're pretty much any game that I can think of here. Mostly referring to modern games, though. Especially in D&D, there's a lot of choices to be made, and usually you can never pick everything you roll like. So I lack that quite a bit. But again, it's not. I wouldn't consider it a huge detriment, even though I think it sucks for a role-playing game, because that's not really. You can't build on those options in your the cinematic role-playing experience, because it takes so many resources, I'm guessing, to just do all the voicing and how it's done. You can't exactly. If it's just text, you can do last-minute changes. You just need good writers, good planning. But if you have to voice them too, you have to limit your options quite a bit. quite drastically. You can't make last minute changes if you happen to do, because you'd have to re-record a lot of things. So it's a detriment to that sort of role-playing experience. It wouldn't. It would be too much to realistically demand for the game. That's what I think. It would be great, but I don't. It would be insanely expensive game that would probably never get back the money spent to actually making it. We only have 14 probes. This is a rich planet. Provides element 0 2. Provides platinum 2.
Launching probe.
We still have one world left here though, so I do want to save a few probes there.
Probe launched.
What are we missing? Ooh, that's good.
Probe away.
Probably platinum. Seem to have vast quantities of everything else.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Launching probe.
Element 0. That's always good. Used for biotic abilities and your upgrading your own guy. Anything else? Nothing particularly interesting. We are 6 probes left for the final planet. Four. That's actually quite good for us. There aren't that many locations we can drop the probe anyway.
Probe launched.
We might get 10,000 platinum.
Launching probe.
Sweet. I think we're going to end our scanning after this anyway. I'm going to go for the Garrus mission.
Probe away.
I don't mind doing a little bit of scanning here and there, but yeah, this is definitely in large quantities. You just wonder why the hell you're doing this in the first place.
Probe launched.
Probe left. Here's a little bit of a peek. Hopefully a little bit more platinum for us. Yep. Let's go. Well, we got a little bit of a resource. Probably should do some of the upgrades. Not sure if we have the resources for what needs to be done. Way to find out. No. 13,000 more platinum research. We'll survive without that upgrade for a while. We're still... we don't have all as much money. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're done. Little bit of scanning won't kill us, but it's
Commander,
still.
I think you'll want to talk to Garrus.
Yeah, Kelly. I think you're starting to be an annoyance. Anyway, let's go meet Garrus.